Good morning. Good
Good
afternoon.
morning.
Actually.
Afternoon, yes.
Yes,
I'm in
yes.
the afternoon anyway.
We are too now, too. Yes. Well, how have you been? Everything good?
Yeah,
Just
pretty good. You?
dealing with the same old stuff we're dealing with, aren't we?
That is right.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. Hi, Morning Star. Thank you for joining us. And Easy Graphics, thanks for joining us. Not getting your name mixed up today. Try and do it the right way. Allie and I have been chatting about homeschooling kids for a few minutes before we came on. Always a fun topic, trying to make sure our kids are going to grow up and be okay.
That's right.
Somehow they'll survive. I don't know. It is such a worry, though. It really is.
Yeah.
But yeah. So what have you been working on? What you working on? Are you gonna do some personal gratification today with your own writing?
Yeah, I'm doing Project X. I've already written about 1,000 words today.
Whoa, you are on it, girl. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I've got days to make up, though.
I know. Me too. I feel the same. I am right there with you. I'm only halfway through, and really I should be further along. But
yeah,
we have half the month to go. But yeah, I agree. I told my husband I got a lot of words to make up this weekend.
That's right.
We'll get there. We're pressure players.
Yeah, we will.
Let's see. We have Morningstar giving you a pep talk. You go, Allie. 1,000 words. I'll bet you can get to like almost 3,000 if you let it flow during our sprints today.
Fingers crossed.
I know you'll get another 1,000 for sure, but you could do 1,500, 500 each time. We'll see.
We'll see.
Easy graphics, reading, putting on hold all my... what?
Ooh.
Easy graphics.
What are you reading?
What are you putting on hold? Putting on hold all your writing for now? What are you doing? You better tell us. Better fill us in. Wow, Allie, massive word count. Awesome. Not a pressure player. Easy graphics. Yes, he is. He does tend to be, very methodically thinking things out. I won't be here the whole sprint. We'll have to leave in 45 minutes. Okay.
Aww.
But that still doesn't put you off the hook for not writing. Not understanding this. What do you mean putting on hold writing? Are you frustrated? Is the plot not coming along?
Do you just have a really good book to read?
Yeah, that could be too. Sometimes you get into, can't put it down. That's right, Morningstar. We will miss Easy Graphics when he goes, but he's here for a while, so we'll have some time yet to make fun of him. And then make fun of him more when he's gone. So there you go, Easy Graphics. No, just kidding. Just kidding. But let's see. Morning Graphics wants to know, did anyone get Plotter? I hit a snag in thinking of buying it. I did, and I thought it would have more Bible capabilities than it showed in their initial advert or website. What it does have is a timeline where I can go ahead and write in and plug in. So I do like that. So visually, but I have to plug it in. I thought it was, I'd plug in a bunch of details on like a spreadsheet or whatever they provide, and then they would do the timeline for me somehow. But it's not quite that evolved, at least from what I looked into. But I'm glad I have it for the moment still. But that's as far as I've gotten Morningstar. So I'm interested to know if you do look into it. He's figuring out how to build a brand, which affects how I launch books. And to an extent, this determines what I write.
Yeah.
So you're planning backwards instead of, I think I'll write a book and then figure it all out. Okay. All right. We'll let you off the hook for a little while, but don't take too long doing all that. Because the most important thing is to actually write the damn book. So
that's true.
Hard to have a brand if you don't write the damn book. So you got to write the damn book. Howdy, Jocelyn. So glad you're here.
Hey, Jocelyn.
Just be sure to make fun of my good luck. Oh, stop, Trash Panda. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see what else is going on. Jocelyn Carter, good to see you. That's our thing in the timeline. I know, and the timeline was pretty cool. And that's really actually one of my major faults right now in this series is trying to figure out when does everything happen. And, I've been writing them uninterconnected, but interconnected. And now I need to really make sure they are connected. And the timeline will help. Waiting for Dave Chesson's Atticus. I know. Did you guys see that? There were some links we put in the Facebook group. Allie, did you get a chance to see what Easy Graphics posted? So Vellum is pretty cool. It's not exactly all in one, but it looks like the Dave Chesson, the guy from kindlepreneur.com, is putting together a program called Atticus. And it is, from what I read, from what you put in that link this week, Andy, Easy Graphics, I read that it seems like it's a combination writing software, formatting, spell check, and grammar check, like all in one. So
it sounds very much like Papyrus Author.
Maybe.
Because Papyrus Author does like timeline, it does.
Does it do formatting?
Yeah.
Once we're done?
Does formatting for print. It does. Timeline. It's got a bit where it does like a mind mapping. It does writing. It's got spelling, grammar. It's got a lot of what I think Pro Writing Aid does. That kind of check is as well. Shows you what your reading level is and what you've written.
Yeah.
Those are that. The only reason I'm not using that because I love it. It's beautiful. It's one program. It's all together. And you can even do like keyboard shortcuts. So I could even put some of my macros onto it. But it's like £15 a month subscription.
So is there a way to buy it for the year, or you have to pay monthly?
You have to pay monthly.
Yeah. So Papyrus. It would be interesting, and maybe this exists out there, some kind of chart that actually compares all these kind of programs for us, not just price, but features as well. And there probably is somebody who's done that.
Looking at Papyrus, it was really new, so there wasn't any good, there wasn't any, there we go. There wasn't any good comparison things for it.
Yeah. This sounds like a job for Easy Graphics. On his channel, he likes to compare things and stuff. So there you go, Easy Graphics. You need to start a little sub playlist comparing all of these, writing programs. Because I think is there Hemingway? Like, there's a few of them out there.
There seems to be more and more all the time. Like, I've seen loads this year.
That's because self-publishing has really taken off, and I think people try to capitalize on it. Brian Cohen's free Amazon ad course is going on right now. So I did sign up for it this time, but I've been so embroiled in trying to get these books out and going. I did not take part as I should have. But I also know it'll come around again. So it's like
that's right.
But
every 3 months, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. But I think Easy Graphics, did you also pay for it and join it, I think? Yes, check everything out on our Facebook group. Wayne Blinko, we are all doing great. Glad you're here with us today.
It won't let me link. Sorry, I tried to link in the thing and it's not coming up. It won't let me link, will it?
Yeah, that's kind of a bummer. I don't know why it does that, but maybe it prevents it doesn't want everyone to put in like links that we don't want in there, I'm sure.
Yeah, I guess.
Run Amazon ads on pre-orders, build up hype further. Good to know.
Let's try that.
Very good to know. Blinko buddy. Yes, Wayne Blinko does some great podcasting. Yeah. Don't forget us when you're famous, Easy Graphics. Atticus plans on integrating Pro Writing Aid. Yeah. Hemingway. People rave about Hemingway. I've not checked it out. And it's free, Easy Graphics says, which...
Free is always nice.
Let's see, papyrusauthor.com. Yeah, that was one. There you go. Morningstar. Yep. Yeah, free is good because one of the things that Easy Graphics was texting me about this week was what's your budget for being an author? And it's like, okay, I know approximately my editing costs as long as I only need, the couple rounds. I know how much my covers cost. That's the bare minimum, that's not including marketing. Like, how much do I want to spend per book on promotions or newsletter swaps or ads and that kind of thing. But yes, as I think about things the next year and all of these releases and stuff, having that budget is useful. Yeah, but when it comes down to these programs and stuff, I've been trying to purchase like now, like if it's Lifetime, like Pro Writing Aid is Lifetime, and these things, trying to do that now while I have money
Yes.
coming in to have those on hand, so I don't have to pay for them in the future. But
Yeah.
yep, authoring is a business, and its costs are definitely one of the things to consider.
Yeah.
All right. So it's 11:11. Should we, or 12:11? Sorry. Should we go ahead and enter our first 20?
Yeah, sure.
Do it. And just for you, Allie, again, I am going to do the unicorns because you're you. You're my buddy, my writing buddy. So we're going to do unicorns to start us out. Let's do 20 minutes, and we will be back in 20. So let's get our fingers flying.
Okay.
Here we go. See you guys in
See you in a
20.
bit.
Okay, we're back, Allie. Are you with us? How did everyone do? Hey, how did everyone do? Did you write, Allie? Did you let your fingers fly?
I did, but I'm not sure I wrote as much as the people in the chat.
Yeah, well, I just realized that I grossly overspent in buying ISBNs. I don't know if you saw that. That was, yeah. That was pretty much the rest of my 20 minutes was spent having a heart attack.
Oh no, what did you
I
do?
know. I'm sure it won't be the first mistake I ever make in this journey. I actually went to go buy, which I was in the process before we started the sprint of buying 10 ISBNs so I could list my paperback, and I bought 20 on accident. Which is fine. I'll use them all. Now that I have to pay for them, I'll use them all. So I was looking.
Is there no way you can?
I'm actually looking to see if I can get a refund, but
yeah, because like buying 100 is about the same price as buying 20.
Not that I think I would use 100. Who knows? Maybe
yeah, but it doesn't matter.
I know. I'm hoping to find a way.
Oh.
I mean, the money is fine because I just paid off a ton of bills this year, and I was using a certain credit card for my book business, and then that way I could, as money comes trickling in, I can, use it to pay it down. So I'm not worried about the money, but I'm more worried about, geez, I probably, like you said, could have bought a ton more, and I really only wanted 10 for now.
Yeah. See, I'm gonna just save up and buy 1,000 because
it just seems write really. That much?
God no, but it just seems possibly. You never know. I mean, I could live to 100 and write like 10 books a year or something. I don't know. But it just seems really silly to me to have like the price difference, because literally like $29 for one or $1.50 if you buy them 1,000 at a time.
And the thing is that each
like
thing, each, like, you could have with one book, you could have the ebook, the paperback, the hardback, the audio, the different languages. Like each version requires its own ISBN.
So you could need 10 ISBNs per book.
Yeah.
And then you only need to write 100 books to need.
If people in other languages would actually want your book, yeah, I know. How much is 1,000? Morningstar wants to know. I have no idea because I just don't even want to look right now.
$1,500 in dollars. If any of you are Canadian, they're free.
Yeah, Jesus.
Although I think someone already said
Canadian, for heaven's sake.
But if you're French, they're apparently €25 per ISBN, no matter how many you buy. I haven't checked that.
Okay.
But they don't seem to have a bulk option.
Technically, do you have to be French or have an address in France?
As far as Canadian goes, you have to be living in Canada, and if your publishing company is in Canada, then they have to have 75% of their people in Canada. So that's quite specific. I would assume France is similar, but that's the thing. Like, France is cheap until you get to like buying 100, at which point it would be far more expensive.
Yeah. I was just laughing at your 75% of your people have to be in Canada. So I'm thinking, okay, Easy Graphics, 25% of you can be in the US. The other part of you can be over there. Anyway, it's just silly. Can you sell them? No. Nope. I own them.
But I mean, like, other people can use them, but you would be the publisher of record.
That's right. Yeah, that's what it is. So, I mean, for you, being the kind of person you are, editing, maybe you're going into publishing, like you could, you could take on the arm too of like translating into German as a publisher for, I don't know. There's just different ways. So if you had 1,000 ISBNs, yes, but they wouldn't belong to the author. they'd be yours as a publishing company, right?
Yeah. They say, hey, Megan's here.
Hey, Megan.
Hey, Megan.
We're having fun chats today about spending the gobs of money on ISBN. So, yeah, that's okay. It all works out for a reason. If I can get more ISBNs for the amount of money I just spent, or a refund would be fun. So, I'll look into that.
Yeah, refund.
I'll waste my next 20 minutes on that. So anyway, speaking of writing, did you actually write, Allie? And what did you do?
Oh, yeah. So I got 353, I think.
Nice.
352.
Good job. How about anybody else? Let's see. I'm imagining Blinko got just over 100, a bit slow. That's okay. We're getting our fingers flying. How much is 1,000? Morningstar wants to know. Oh, see, Megan's been editing what she wrote yesterday. Awesome. Anyone else doing writing? Jocelyn up here said working through her notes. Morningstar's trying to figure out her series binder, series timeline. So we're all working. We're working hard today. Let's get into our next 20. Oh yes, go ahead.
Morningstar. I'm using Excel. I have a very large and complicated spreadsheet with many sheets in it for keeping my project straight.
And I was starting that last week, and then that's when I ended up buying Plotter. So we'll see. And then the thing is, after I bought it and I started tooling around it, I'm like, well, I guess I could go ahead and start my series binder books, series binder on it. And then I thought, but what if I end up not liking it? I have all the info on there.
It's honestly, that's why I use Excel, because we have to pay for Office anyway, so I might as well just use what's there and free and stop going, oh, but that looks so shiny, but that looks so pretty, I could do that.
I agree.
Use what I've got.
I need a soap collar now that I'm not going to be working potentially after this summer. Stop spending the frickin' money, It's and people are out there who want you to spend money on everything and every little course. And I actually started this week unfollowing a lot of emails, all the email stuff that I get, that I've signed on to everybody's email practically for this, that, or the other course, or this thing, or that platform, or whatnot. So I need to stop getting all those bells and whistles. So
hey, so I've got a thing. You like the graphic stuff, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
So I was watching Photoshop Secrets.
Speak of another whistle. What?
No, this is free. They do have stuff for sale, but this particular thing is free, and it's Photoshop Secrets, and it's it looks awesome, but I don't understand half of what they're saying. But for those graphically inclined amongst you, it might give you some good graphic ideas.
Nice. I think Easy Graphics channel, I'm not sure if he has some of that stuff on there too, how to make things. I know he has how to make t-shirts using Canva and some other stuff, but I don't know other graphic wise what he had. OneNote, OneNote's another one. Nucly?
Yeah.
Nucly, okay.
I have no idea. I've been saying nuclear because nuclear.
Aha.
That makes sense. If that's right.
Trello, I like Trello too. Megan's been using. Megan, what's the name of the one that you recommend? Not Trello, but the other thing. It's so funny because after Megan told me the other thing, which she's mentioned a few times, I finally got onto it to check it out, just free and looking around.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it pops up in all my YouTube ads.
Yeah.
Hate when that happens. Starts with an I. I forget the name of it. Anyway, well, this has all been a fun convo, but we better get into writing.
Yeah.
I need to click up. That's it. Yeah. It starts with an I. Click up.
That's close.
It had an I in the middle. Yes, identical to Trello. It did look interesting, Megan, for sure. I know Megan says she likes it better than Trello, but it also She uses it in business and everything too,
Yeah.
as a project board and whatnot. Very cool. So let's get into our second 20 because we need to write, and that's what we're here to do. And then just to mention to you all, next Saturday, I talked Allie into doing, because it's the last weekend of the month for Camp NaNoWriMo, talked Allie into doing a 3-hour sprint next Saturday. And I think it's going to be...
You didn't have to twist my arm very hard.
No, I said, you want to do this? She said, yeah. She was like, okay. I don't think we talked about the time yet. We'll have to figure that out.
Oh, no, we didn't.
Probably be around this time, I'm sure. But I did tell Allie today that I have 2 things I'm going to give away. 2 Save the Cat beat cards. So if you like to plan and plot out your books with beats, Save the Cat is very similar to just about everything else out there about beats. But it has their own language and kind of ways. And in this stack of 3x5 cards, if you can see how thick that is, it's not just one plotting, but there's like 3 or 4 sets. So you can do a few books. But basically, if you've ever used 3x5 cards to kind of plot out your books, which is how I started out originally long ago, you can kind of maneuver around your different scenes and stuff like that. Basically the same concept. So anybody who shows up next Saturday, we'll do a little giveaway. 2 giveaways. There we go. So there you go. That's all the news. I know. Should be fun. Yeah. All right. Let's get into our second 20. And let's see. What do I want to show this time? I like the girls being scared because now I'm really scared. So after all that money I just spent, I'm really scared. Okay. Let's see you guys in 20 minutes and get some writing done. We'll see you on the flip side.
See you in 20.
And with that, Allie, how'd you do? I'm getting my things here. How did everyone do? How'd you do? Let's see. But sounds like you got a few hundred in or more, so that's good for the day. Awesome. How about you, Morningstar? How'd you do? Allie, either I'm or you're frozen. Uh-oh. I don't know. Somebody tell me. Are you frozen? There you go. Was I frozen or you frozen?
You seem frozen from my end, but that doesn't mean...
You seem frozen from my end. Somebody will have to tell us. Who is frozen? All right. Let's see. Jocelyn. Oh, having a day. I know that feeling. Megan, 327. Awesome.
Yeah, good job.
Morningstar sent her audio thing off. Sent the narrator, producer, the copy via email. So yeah, I was wondering, Morningstar, is there something special you have to do to prepare for an audiobook? Like, are you saying you sent them like a script or a version of your book for the audiobook, or what are you saying you sent off? I'm very curious. Let us know. No point sharing word count. Hey, Jocelyn, just every little bit helps, you know, even if it's little steps. We're here, we're working, we're motivating each other. It's all good. I got 433, so
hey, good job.
Somehow managed to focus in even despite everything.
I got 282, but I deleted 40 that I wrote and didn't like. So took a while to get into it.
It happens. Morningstar says she sent a copy of the PDF for the book. Huh. Okay. So she has it and description of the characters. Now updating ECX. Interesting. What an interesting process. I'm looking forward to doing that someday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so how are you feeling about Project X, Allie? Is it coming along? Are you feeling good? You wrote a lot today already, because you wrote 1,000 before we even got on here today. So you're having a big writing day. Are you feeling good about the direction it's taking?
I'm not sure. But my plan is to just kind of get it all out and then see where it goes. And then I'll be able to go back over it and cut out all the bits that, compress it all into a more streamlined thing, because it's kind of wandering at the moment. But
yeah. So that vomit draft, right? We've talked about this before too, and that's what I'm trying with Lily too, is just vomit it out, get it out there. May not make sense. Don't go back and edit every time. That's good. Do you feel like you're vomiting? Do you feel sick to your stomach? Regurgitating it all up? Yes.
That's about how I'm feeling. I think your picture's frozen. I still hear your voice absolutely fine, but your picture seems to be frozen.
I'm so sorry, people. Hopefully we don't. If we cut out, we'll start another broadcast for the last 20, I guess. Am I there? Yeah. You're there. I see you.
Your voices are absolutely fine, but your picture's kind of frozen.
I hope it's not frozen in one of those funny looking things.
I've seen worse, don't worry.
Stick my tongue out, mouth open. Oh, well, I don't know. And, here comes the chat. Okay. Am I unfrozen? You both look and sound fine to me.
Okay, well, that's good.
Your voice is fine, but we hear talking. I do hear talking, but I wondered if it was your kids, Allie, on your end, because it's not on my end. I do hear talking too. Here. There's some kind of paranormal thing going on with us today.
Yeah, I haven't even got any noise from outside that I can hear.
Yeah, that is weird. And my kids are totally silent upstairs, so it's not them. That is weird.
That's magic.
We're having You don't hear that, Allie?
There are some kids playing outside, but it sounds pretty quiet to me.
I don't know. We can totally hear it. That's what it sounds like. How funny. Oh, see, I'm freezing
Oh,
according to Morningstar. I don't know what's going on, peeps. I'm
you
sorry.
literally haven't moved for the last 5 minutes for me.
Oh
So
my gosh. I have no idea that I'm having a day, apparently. I don't know what to tell you all. Oh. Oh, you know what? Let me move off Wi-Fi. Here, hold on. I'm rewinding. Am I there now? No? Anybody
no,
see me?
no.
Allie, are you on?
I'm here.
I
I'm
see
here.
you. I see us both. We seem fine, but I don't know. I
I
switched
don't know.
to, I don't know
It's going to be
either.
interesting watching it back.
It's a day, apparently. I don't know
Yeah.
what to tell you guys. Very weird. Very, very weird. Well, anyway, as long as you can hear me, maybe we should head into our next 20.
Maybe.
Been able to see, and
Wow.
Megan can see us both. That is so
That's
weird.
so weird.
I know. We have some gremlins happening. Do you know gremlins?
A lot of
Allie?
gremlins.
What are,
Yeah.
yeah, gremlins. We've got little gremlins operating today. Okay. Well, anyway, oh, good. Thanks. My picture got clearer off Wi-Fi. Yeah, I didn't realize I was on Wi-Fi. I usually try to be on my Ethernet when we do these, but I just realized I was still on Wi-Fi. Okay. Anyway, yes, we'll play it back. Maybe
Yeah.
some ghosties will appear behind us or something. I don't know.
Oh, that'd be weird.
Something's going on. Okay.
Can you imagine?
I know. All right. Well, let's hit our third 20 and get that done. And we'll feel
Yes.
so accomplished today after that.
Yeah,
So,
we will.
you know, if things have been lousy, which has been for me up until this point, let's make it up with our final 20. Come on, Jocelyn. You too. We can all do it. Let's make it happen.
We can do it.
Yes. Final 20. Let's launch in and let's get some words. All right,
All
everyone.
words are good, remember.
Yes. Can you see me now, Ellie?
No, still frozen. You haven't moved at all.
That is weird. Okay.
Maybe it's just me.
Can you see the cat behind us?
Yes, okay. I can totally see the cat.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. So let's go into our final 20. If for some reason this disconnects, we'll just reconnect. All right, guys.
Yes.
We'll see you in another 20.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Okay, we're hopefully back. Hopefully, if we're all still here. I have no idea. I might be talking to myself. Am I talking to air? Allie? Hello? It says we're still live. Is anybody with me? Say hello in the chat if you're still with me.
Sorry, I'd lost us.
There you are. Yay.
Another page had opened up and I got confused.
Okay, that's good. Let's see. How did we all do? Let me look at my word count. 9, 16. Yeah, about another 500. So that was good.
Excellent.
Good. I'm into chapter 3 is done. So need to make more progress. But as we talked about, we will. The rest of the month.
Yes.
Focus on writing.
I did about 334.
Yay.
I had to keep scrolling back to look for things that I put in earlier and see exactly what I'd said. So that slowed me down a bit.
There's got to be a way to make this whole Bible thing work better. Like a plug-in that can be plugged into Google Docs or Word.
Oh, see, that's something I do like about Papyrus, because you set up your database of characters, and then every time you type that character's name, it highlights it and links it to your character database. So you can just click on it to see your character entry for that person, so you can see all the description and everything.
Will it go across several stories, though, for like a series Bible? Like, will it recall somebody I wrote in book 1 when I'm writing in book 3?
So what you can do is you can copy it, and you make a copy. So you write book 1, you have your series Bible, you have your book Bible, and then you copy that database for book 2. And you could potentially delete characters that you definitely weren't going to use again, and just add in the new ones for book 2. Or if you know that you're going to bring some of them back in across the series, just leave them all in, add in your new ones for book 2. And then like for book 3, you'd copy book 2's one. And then so if you made a change, you'd have to go and change it through all of them. But then if you publish book 1 and then write book 2, you're not going to make a change from book 1 for what was already in there. So hopefully.
Right. My mom and I, there was a book my mom and I were talking about recently. I forget who it was. But they did the same thing. They kind of forgot that they had, or maybe that was Megan. Was that you, Megan, and Nora Roberts? Something about the woman had forgotten.
That was me.
Was it you? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
They had decided just in the middle of the series that the original love interest was killed off or something, and then went on with a different love interest.
They just broke up. Yeah.
Can you import from Word and then identify characters?
Yeah.
But see,
so you can just.
I wonder
so
if
you can just copy and paste and then just.
Yeah. Because I have Scrivener, and I keep meaning to go back and start using it again. I wonder if it can do something similar.
I've not heard of it being able to do that, but that doesn't mean it can't.
Yeah. Papyrus sounds really cool.
I know. And if it wasn't that much money every month, I would totally be using it.
Yeah. David Bisco's been here. Got here late, managed 6:38, got here in time to hear it was the last sprint. Glad you could take part. We are too. Hey, David, next Saturday we're writing for 3 hours.
Yes.
We still haven't talked about the time, but we will. I'm sure it'll be this time. So, and and we're doing a giveaway, David. So, got Save the Cat cards to give away, 2 decks. So, so join us next week. Maybe you'll get to write with us a bunch more. Let's see. Megan said, that's what I do with ClickUp. Once I finish first book, copy over for second book. Add all changes, book 2. Card. Yes. I need to be more organized. This sucks. Megan, 352. Awesome. That's awesome.
Good job.
Morningstar, anything? How'd you do? Jocelyn, are you still with us?
Yeah, how'd you do, Jocelyn?
Oh my gosh. Guys, we're making progress. That's all that is,
Yeah.
Daily progress, slow progress is progress, right?
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
How about with your
Every word
Project X?
matters.
Ali, are you already, I don't know if you're, see, I'm very creative. So like practically from chapter 1, I'm already thinking, what does the cover look like? What does my graphics look like? Have
Do
you
you know
ever
what?
given any thought to your Project X and cover and what you want it to look like?
I actually was thinking about what I wanted for my cover for Project X. The problem is I'm really not creative, so I have very vague ideas. But yeah, I have some thoughts of what it could have.
There's a lot of great pre-mades out there for fantasy, that's for sure. Really is.
There are.
Yeah.
None of them are going to work for this.
No.
No.
I'm intrigued now. And yeah, you need to cover Morningstar for your audiobook. Yes, yes. But Morningstar, you already have a cover for, you're not going to just like make a square. I usually think that the covers for ebooks and paperbacks are just made into square versions for audiobook, but maybe not.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, you don't really need, unless it's a different story, but I thought you were taking a story you already had in ebook and paperback and making an audiobook. So you could use the same, but I don't know. Jocelyn made progress. Yay.
Yay!
And Megan thinking about covers. I know, they're so fun. Megan, you can have some dark covers because you're doing like,
Oh, yeah.
sinister stuff with an Irish twinge. Because she's doing Irish mod.
Yeah.
Yes. Fantasy is a tough genre. Yes. It is square. Okay. It's hip to be square. All right. Well, guys, David Briscoe, be here next week for sure. Oh, good. Glad to hear that,
Yay.
David. For 3 hours, we are going to hit it
3 hours
at the end of the month. Big sprint to finish up our Camp Nano goals or whatever goals you have for April.
So from David for 3 hours next week, we're expecting what, like 5,000 words by the end of 3 hours?
Please finish this whole book by then.
So fire fingers. Yeah.
Yes. But you know what, Allie, sing with us. We better damn well get some words in next Saturday if we're going to do this for 3 hours.
For Project X,
yeah.
I'm on 34,000 words now.
Good for you. What are you thinking? 65, 75? What are you going for? 125 for fantasy?
Yeah, fantasy is normally bigger, so I'm thinking.
So you're about a fourth of the way
100,000 something.
Nice, Allie. So it's a fourth of the way, really. A little bit more.
Yeah.
So that, you don't have much more to go. Yes, David Briscoe will have a book. We're looking forward to you having a book, David. Definitely. Let's see. Yeah. Megan says, realize I like covers without people. Oh. Mm-hmm. If there are people, silhouettes, silhouettes would be cool. I've seen a couple these days. They have like a chess piece and blood and like.
Yeah.
There are some non-people-y covers out there that would be cool.
Yeah, you can get like object covers. Yeah.
Yeah. As long as it's expected within your genre, like.
Yeah.
If I guess they say that covers should be very similar within a genre so that your readers will find it and know what it is easier and stuff. So let's see, Jocelyn, when is the next sprint? So we're writing on Tuesday?
Yep.
Okay, we're going to write on Tuesday this week, same time, 3 p.m. Yep, check your calendar. And then, yes, okay. If Allie says Tuesday, it's Tuesday. Tuesday, 3 p.m. Eastern time. We'll write up here again, and then next Saturday, a week from today, we will write for one big 3-hour sprint. And we might as well look at the time. Let's tell everybody now. Look at since you got your calendar out, might as well talk time. What are we doing since I talked you into this next week? Let's see.
I've got absolutely nothing for Stephen on my calendar next week. So I think he's forgotten to put a shift on.
11, 12, 1, 2. Let's do 11. We're actually supposed to have a mastermind. How about let's do like 10. I don't know. Does everyone like doing mornings? I don't know. 10. I was thinking 10:30 to 1:30 or 11 to 2.
Yeah, I'd say probably 11 till 2.
11 to 2. Okay. I'll have to change another meeting, but we'll be good. Yeah, 11 to 2. There you go, guys. 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Time next Saturday. Those of you not up by 11 a.m. just have to get up. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, it's okay. You just have to move to the UK for the weekend, and then you don't have to be up till 4.
That'll work too. That will totally work. David, you're writing a ton of words, but you got to cut half of it down. What is that in the UK, Allie? What is 11 a.m.? 4? Okay, there you go, David.
4 till 7.
There you go. And Morningstar wants to know if David has been plotting.
Plots.
Even if you plot, though, you still can overwrite, you know?
You can.
Plot or no plot, pantsing or polancing. 4 p.m. Thank you, Megan. Thank you, Allie. 4 p.m. Yes, so none of us have any excuses now. We just have to be there next Saturday. Big sprint. Yep. That's what's going to happen. We're going to get a lot of numbers in. So I had originally thought that was going to be like 8 20-minute sprints, but we do tiny bit of talking in between, so it might be more like 7, maybe 6. We're just going to have to hold. You know what? We'll set a timer for our talking in between.
All right.
Yeah. Maybe we'll set like 5 minutes and just talk fast. But you guys are always chatting. You know what, Allie and I, we cannot be part of the chat. That's all. Because if they're chatting a mile a minute in the chat, you know, and we only have 5 minutes between sprints to get all the mini sprints in, we're just going to have to be behind. And we'll have our own conversation and they'll have their conversation. All right. Anyway, very good to see you all. If you're going to keep writing, I'm going to keep writing. All of you guys have a great rest of the Saturday and get some words in and whatnot. We'll see you back here on Tuesday at 3 Eastern Time.
Yep.
And we'll talk more then.
Have a great weekend, everyone.
You too. Bye. Bye, Allie.
Bye-bye.
Everyone have a great one. Enjoy the rest of the weekend.